In this segment, Jody Hamilton, joined by a guest who used to work for Donald Trump, and shares what the man was like behind closed doors.
The question before us is, will a vindictive, vile villain violate voters' vision for a better America or not? I hear alliterations are back in style.
There's good weird, and then there's Donald Trump weird and J.D. Vance weird. And they are odd, to say the least. You know? I mean, like we've talked with you before, you know Donald. And he's even weirder than we think, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's creepy weird. And I agree with the caller. Mm-hmm. I'm into weird. I'm a Radiohead fan. You know, like realist art, you know. Weird with thought behind it, and individuality is something we should celebrate. Trump is creepy. I used to tell people, like, if you saw what he looked like when he got out of the shower before he does his hair, and it's just these locks hanging, he looks like Riff Raff, you know, from
Except
Rocky
not
Horror
as attractive.
Right. From Rocky Horror.
But not a good-looking riffraff, right? If you saw him, like, say you're sitting in a food court in a mall with your family, and he comes up and sits next to you, face painted orange, crazy hair, you know, a lady's watch. He wears a lady's watch to make his hand look bigger, like the shoe lifts. You would just be like, this guy is creepy AF, you know? And beyond that, he's also a predator, and he's groomed friends of mine who ended up in Epstein's house with him.
Wow.
And my friend I'm still in touch with who met him when she was 12, taking lessons at his rink in Central Park, by the way. And she called him her dirty uncle, and he groomed her. And she made some bad choices in her own life and had some issues to deal with that led her to, you know, ending up in Epstein's house. And she said to me, Noel, you wouldn't believe what these guys did to girls and women in that house, right? So Trump is weird creepy in a dangerous predator way that most people who aren't rich white guys with famous last names end up in prison for.
Yeah, no, just the idea of him going into the dressing rooms of the Miss Teen USA pageant, and the other thing besides creepy, he's also boring to me. He's just dull.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have any ideas that I mean, what's Project 2025, dude? That is technically your policy stance.
And good point. I'm glad you said that. And one of your listeners pointed it out on Twitter. He does have a policy. He just can't talk about it because it's Project 2025 and it's draconian and it's fascism, and he'll have to hide from it. So Kamala, should.
Oh yeah, they're getting Buttigieg is all over this. It's being talked about, thankfully.